Thanks for staying with us. So 4 days ago, the president had appointed Mr. Daniel Bwala as the special advisor on media and public communication. However, there was a press release yesterday saying that he's now the special advisor to the president on policy communication. Either way, there's been quite a bit of uproar since his appointment 4 days ago. And he has, interestingly, been on TV stations in recent times to try to defend his position. But on your view, the angle we like to discuss it is, what are the lessons we can learn from this appointment? Because it has raised quite a lot of concerns from Nigerians across board, given the antecedents of this man from different parties, his position against the president, in support of the president, in both ways. And they're wondering, how credible is this person? And they're also wondering how members of the president's party feel about this appointment. So there's so many angles to this conversation. What are your thoughts on this? I'd like us to discuss it, but you can join the conversation on 081-0764-1679, 090-241-63440. You can also send us messages on YouTube and on X. We'll be happy to read them. Ladies, you know, there's a saying that we all know. It says, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. Yeah. And when you see these kinds of appointments, you're wondering, is this what our president is thinking? By saying, let me keep my friends close, but those people that hate me, let me bring them closer. However, how does it make those who are the friends, how does it make them feel? And what benefits do you think he saw to get from an appointment of this man? And going by also his capacity, because he's quite eloquent, he's able to effectively articulate the position of the president. So I see that, I've seen him speak. He speaks very well. He's a lawyer. So, yeah, he's a lawyer. He speaks real. So looking at his capacity, we see there's no question. But in his person, do you think it was a right appointment? And how do you think that people can receive this man being a spokesperson? Although now they told us he's now the publicity, he's now special advisor for policy communication. I'm not even sure what that means, but we'll figure that out next. Well, let me start with you. YK, you're going to say something. Let me start with Nima. Nima, go ahead. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this appointment?
No, I'm not a favorite of Daniel Bwala for a lot of reasons. He's not my favorite, that kind of thing. And this is not for me any way rewarding. We knew those who stuck their neck out for the president during campaigns. It was really, really very brutal campaigns where people were dragged, as long as they were dragging the president for his age, for a lot of other things. These spokespersons were dragged. They walked out. There was this Jesus somebody, it was his other name from Delta State, who was constantly battered on X for the president. And who were those behind it? The Bwalas. And I don't see that person in any capacity being appointed now. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they've been compensated, but I don't think so. And then I see a Bwala come on the Tribune this morning and say that he has replaced Ajuri. We knew how Ajuri started the campaign work from before President Buhari left office. True. You know, I'm a person for rewards. If you share me, that's what I think.
But there's also that part of competence where I remember the president said during his inaugural speech, he said he welcomes everybody. He was saying that everybody is inviting all the opposition, everybody, even with just to come and let us join hands together. Now, many presidents say this during their opening addresses, but they don't really mean it. People don't expect them to actually engage. They just say it because the right
argument of competence.
Okay, so let me come to YK. What are your thoughts?
Well, you see, my own problem is this politics of, if I do scratch my back, I scratch your back. If I campaign for a president-to-be, I'm not campaigning because I want a reward. I want good governance. So I will campaign for you. I will do everything in my power so that you win. And if you come to power and you do not do what I campaigned for, I will be the first to attack you. That, oh God, this is not what me and you said. I don't want your position. I don't want anything. I want good governance. And that is the problem of Nigeria. All these people that were campaigning for Tinubu in those days, they wanted position. That is why that one, I don't know his name, has made a video saying Jesus is the person that is going to save his life. What do you think concerns Jesus? I beg. what is the business of Jesus inside this matter?
Okay, let me try to.
I don't know the man.
I don't know him either. But the point,
I've never even heard of him.
his name is.
He has Jesus in his name.
Jesus Tega Onakos.
See, that guy was dragged battered. And we are not yet in the politics of what you're talking about, where people have ideologies. Because if that's the argument, what if Bwala they fight for this president?
What is his ideology?
What if you find rich there, where you go they snap photo for Aso Rock, they said, how did you shake something to that place?
So what he said, because I watched an interview he conducted, and I didn't want to lose my train of thought, but why made me lose it? But to address what you said, he said, because I saw an interview, said that he's a PDP member, and he was 100% with PDP, with Atiku.
Okay.
However, after the Supreme Court's judgment that said Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has won, as a patriot, somebody who wants to be part of Nigeria, he just realized that, okay, it's time for me to go and align with the person who
That's
is going
Bwala
to...
speaking
That's
now.
Bwala speaking.
Okay.
So that is the own perspective. But let me come to your own thoughts, BC. I'll come back to you, YK.
So, I want to agree with Nima on this. Our democracy and our politics is still evolving. And we have not gotten to that point where we stand out with our ideologies. Or every political party.
Not they
cook the same soup. Except the only ideology I'm seeing now is even LP. They are trying their best to...
Even their people, their government.
Wait now. They are trying their best to separate themselves. That's the only one I see. But every other political party is the same thing. They are cooking the same soup. They are eating the same food. They all have the same, get there, and whatever we can do, if we cannot do, is fine, right? So we have not gotten to that point where we can handpick and say, okay, I know that Morayo did not like me initially, but Morayo has capacity to do this work, and I'm going to leave all the people that supported me and pick a Morayo. But I also want to understand where the presidency is coming from. He has always been someone who has this open door policy where he could work with anybody. Once he notices that you have the capacity to do something, he will put you there. From his time as Lagos State governor till date, he's always opened his doors to work with different people. But now what happens is the people who now stuck their neck out, who did whatever it took to put him in, or ensure that he got into position, will not be feeling left behind, will not be feeling a sort of pain that I could have used this energy for something else or for somebody else. So I'm trying to understand.
Because some of these people with BC also have capacity.
Yes, they do.
Even more capacity. Now, the problem
is me, not competence.
No, it's not about
have
capacity. The point is that, no,
so they're wondering what's going on with
trying
the
to understand where the presidency might be coming from. Say, okay, you have capacity, you have capacity. You supported me, you do not support me. Now, if I bring you, because you might be a nobody really knows your name, right? Because you're just very competent. You came from where University of Lagos.
You supported me.
Yeah, you supported me. But you are very controversial. Your name in itself is controversy. You are from a different party. Let me bring you on to be my spokesman. I'm just trying to understand, because for some people have been looking at it from a PR angle.
So this is it. It's a reward thing for me.
Okay.
When the world was knocking you, when the Bwalas of this world were busy knocking down the president, some people were sticking their neck, collecting the
blow.
Now, Bwala is now more popular, and you cannot now stick neck
for your
those
people. Yeah, it hurts.
There's no way I'm seeing it. There's only one way I'm seeing it.
When
our politics ripens to where
we have standing ideology.
I will ask Bwala what his ideology is. But right now,
obviously, to me,
ideology.
Obviously, to me, Bwala strikes me as a person that doesn't have integrity.
He doesn't.
Many people said so.
But, excuse me, let me finish. But, obviously, the president has seen that this person that doesn't have integrity is who I can work with. Good for him. Good for that. That's who that you said you are fighting for the president, they were knocking your head, when you were knocking your head, did you believe in the president, or it was your own personal pocket?
Right here.
That you were knocking.
If you do not believe, you will not collect knock. Those guys.
So why is he alive now?
See, there was a video.
You not get reward.
No.
That means you are collecting the knock.
No.
Because you wanted reward.
Yes.
Everybody is fighting for themselves.
No.
I haven't finished. Everybody is fighting for themselves. They are not fighting for the country. They are not fighting for the betterment of the country. They are fighting for their pockets and their own personal aggrandizements.
Can we close this argument by agreeing that you are correct?
I think it's unfair
to
say that.
No, she's
let's
correct.
close the argument that you are correct.
It's correct.
But where we dey right now, na belle worry. You earn where you put your mouth. You put your money where your mouth is. I mean, so that you earn where that place you put your mouth.
Yes.
When it's not time to put your money, now shift your mouth, both sides.
Go find work.
Cannot eat.
See, Auntie Eni, it was a very bloody, very brutal campaigns. I remember videos of these same people, some members in cabinet today, who were looking at the president, who were doing mockery videos And then tomorrow they are in the inner caucus. I'm wondering, what Kalfa? How did we get here? Because the other people are now discouraged. There's another campaign, though. You know, say we go still run second term.
Yes, no.
These people with their mouth in two places. That was how under President Buhari did. One of his cabinet members, audio leak. He was already in cabinet as a minister, and audio leak of him talking badly about the person that was his principal.
This is where I want to address
people who believe enough. Don't worry, I'll remind you behind this.
Remind me.
People who believe enough to stake the courses. They were cursing them, saying your children are clinical online. Right. They paid the price. Yeah. Should not be sidelined. When the
where I want to come in, I don't want us to always generalize saying that because somebody worked in government, you expect them they're not working for the love of the country, they're working for their own pocket. The truth is that there's something called compensation. You actually stick out everything you have, your family's reputation, because people are completely against these parties. You for PDP, you're fully PDP. You for LP, you're fully LP. And everybody was battering each other back and forth. You sticking out your neck was very, very dangerous for yourself, your family, your reputation, everything you have. And you stuck it all for this thing. So the least you can do is some kind of regard for that sacrifice. So nobody's saying, come and give me an appointment. They're saying, understand we sacrifice for you and recognize those of us who have competence within your team first before you go and start looking for outsiders who actually worked against
that's a normal thing to do.
Like slapping you in the face for the work you did.
So you are saying that the people who stuck out their neck, stuck out their neck for something.
They stuck out their neck because they believed in him.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Murayo.
They believed in what they were doing, so they stuck their head for it. Now that thing came at a cost. If I stick out my head and it doesn't come at a cost, I will stick it out because I believe in it. But it came at a high cost, and that cost, hopefully, some kind of a compensation would make it feel better.
So okay, if they didn't employ Bwala, and they didn't employ you too.
Who is you?
The guy, the one.
But they picked somebody from the team that stuck, because he's not the only one that stuck out his neck. A lot of them.
They didn't compensate any of them.
So where did they not pick from? LP?
I'm just saying. So if they didn't pick your enemy, because obviously Bwala is his enemy.
Yeah.
If they didn't pick his enemy, would he have been okay? And they didn't pick him too.
Yes.
Would he have been okay?
Maybe he would have. So what I see is we need to...
Does he have the competence that Bwala has? Have you seen Bwala? Bwala, any side is on. He will face them. He will face... When he was on PDP, me, I used to watch it.
Let me go and...
Okay, we'll have a break. They abuse everybody anyhow. When he now...
Mikey, the question is that, who are we as Nigerians? Do we respect integrity? Do we even, would you even believe anything from somebody who speaks like that? Who one day you're white, you're black, you're red, and we Nigerians, we want to listen to that person? I don't know. Let's go to a short break. When we come back, we take this further. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.